That's kind of crazy though. Crazy. You said so Mandeville you said we always the one in Mandeville or just or somewhere else in Manchester? You mentioned one of
In
the
Mandeville
in
Town,
Mandeville Town.
yeah, and that's the second time I've ever done my birthday there, and it's always been one of the
You
best.
know where I turn up though. Money people live at Mandeville.
Ah, well, we had a lot of teenagers and youngsters, so I guess it's the rich people kids them.
Did you see what the kids were driving?
Boy, the parking lot full from about
Uh-huh.
11 p.m.
That's it.
So, I mean, I couldn't even notice. Everybody was driving, and it was fun. And a lot of people would be thinking that would have been the one that wasn't going to do well because I was kind of competing with the Rebel Salute and things. Because I planned and didn't even realize it. But
Right.
since I knew, I had a good feeling it was going to go well still. Same way.
And the truth is, though, I mean, I think our entertainment is at the point where we have enough for everybody in the sense that it's just for
True.
people to program it the way because not everybody would necessarily drive to St. Elizabeth on a given day, even from Mandeville.
Mm-mm.
Even though Tony is well beloved and is a Manchester man and so on, it's in St. Elizabeth and some kind of watch it streaming live and just couldn't necessarily drive go down
Right,
to St.
different things, yeah.
There's a day when you feel good and you jump in the car and you drive go
Gone.
Almobile or whatever, and there's a time when you would have just kind of just go out of Mandeville kind of thing, and there are enough people.
Right, true.
There are enough people who are into our music and our culture and so on who just make them feel good, and so I think sometimes underrate
Definitely.
the power
Right.
of the music and the culture, and we sometimes underrate the extent of the support.
Right.
People will follow good things, you know. People will follow good productions.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is also true.
And I think the harder time get, the more people looking for something to kind of make them feel good.
And keep them going. True.
Yes, to neutralize the arms out.
Yeah.
So the birthday bash was amazing as usual. I hear it's
Yeah,
always
man.
been something really
Yeah,
really awesome.
and then we had the Trelawney leg, the pool party where it was mad vibes, turn up. The dancers were crazy, you know. So it's
Yeah.
I can't complain.
Yeah, any kind of collabs or pass throughs from any of your fellow artists and so on, and how
Oh
did
yeah,
that
man,
go?
we had
Who
Bounty
was there?
Killer.
Bounty was there.
Yeah, and we had a couple of artists and that came.
Did he leave his hammer at home though?
Yes, he actually did, and we did a splendid performance, and he was really happy. I think he really liked the turnout because he was my special guest for the Mandeville leg also, and I think he liked the turnout, the support, and people really came out. And even when we had a lot of crowd inside, we were still outside waiting to see him. And once he came, the rest of people stormed in and things. So, and he felt comfortable. He was on the stage working comfortably, and it was a good thing. It was nice. And then we had the dancers and a couple more artists came out on the first night. The one in Kingston, you know, like Chico Alaze, them, and
Oh, nice.
Captain Barkey.
Good stuff.
You know, yeah, my brother for life, you don't know. And a couple other artists, some of them I don't even see them. Art Toddler, I heard was there. Couple artists, well, they came out at the first night, and then I had the Trelawney night now. I had a couple of those soundmen friends, you know, everybody just supported for that one night.
And when you
Also.
have something that rock like that, it's hard to see everybody in it.
I don't see them.
Sometimes you all brush can someone else them in the car. Everybody when you're in a zone and enjoy yourself, you know, how many people around you actually see. You know what I mean? Like if you hold a vibe, sometimes somebody all rub shoulder, you know, you like you say, wait, are you that? And then them all they hold a vibe right beside you, you don't see them because everybody's like in that zone where they're really just maximizing the enjoyment,
True.
you know. But I'm glad it turned out pretty well. I mean, I think we didn't have any doubts, you know. We just figure.
Yeah, but hopefully next year don't clash with Tony Rebel because as you heard my track there,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yes.
hopefully that's big enough. I'm gonna make sure that track is big enough to perform there next year. Tony always been like, "Oh, Macka, we always clash," but you don't know Tony. You don't know.
Yes.
We're ready feet this year when you hear them track, you know.
After all, same like that. Tell me a little bit about the touring thing. When is your next big outing? Because I know that you don't stay still for too long.
Yeah, definitely. And sometimes it gets even hard now because as a woman you have to be careful of how you take on these tours. So I was ready to tour the other day for Europe and stuff, but I never was pleased with the procedure, so I never really went. A lot of disappointment. I've seen a lot of these white-looking people, you know, will come to support dancehall. They're all over the parties. They're like, Macka, I was looking for you in Paris. You know, so I had to apologize to a lot of people about my Europe trip for last November. But it's in the remaking, and hopefully I'll go this year. I went to Japan last year for 3 weeks. That was splendid also. I'm currently starting out the US tour because of my album. My album is doing this term. My album just released on iTunes. Now I have all copies out since this month. I'm focusing on trying to get my album release party February, maybe around the last week of February.
Right.
People can look out for that. I'll be doing a little album release party and then a tour. I'm thinking of kind of, me and Keep Rich, I talk about it. So we might do a little tour together and a couple more artists and things.
Cool.
So the US leg, you know, and it's really to promote that album because I don't know a long time I didn't really put out the album because I was signed to Greensleeve Records. Then I've been sold to VP, which VP has always been good. People
Right.
to me said no, they are distributing this album, and VP is definitely there to help me push this album, and it's something I've come up with a couple of my people around me, and I would just say, all right, we're gonna put this together, you know, man. So the Blue Sky said, listen, I need an album, and we just put some stuff together and link VP, and them they were happy to do it, you know.
VP's like family though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. They
No matter what, we understand the business.
Yeah,
I know
that's
there's
true.
no business like show business, but you don't know when the people them can get the promotion
That's
to
right.
that level. You still have to do what you have to do.
That's right. That's right. Because the fact is, you know, even though another organization might have more or might whatever, that passion and that work behind it is like the people. It have to be an organization that understand us,
Definitely.
get us, understand who need to hear us and how.
Yep.
Because I've seen such brilliant acts out of Jamaica not do as well as they might because people they can't manage the thing.
No, they can't. And remember, say
Jump on something and can't manage it right.
Yeah,
They need to get people who
out there.
who understand us.
Yeah. And what I think about it too, if you get people out there that's pushing the thing and working hard and you're relaxing at home, as long as you're pleased with what you get, you
Sure.
don't worry about what they get.
True.
You know, because it's a business. So if somebody call me and say, I have $50 for you, and if they want to take 100, 150, as long as me satisfy my 50, that's what I said. I agreed upon. You know,
That's
so
right.
if my ear say a company do something for me and take $1 million, and it's my fault because I agreed upon my 50.
Right.
You know, so it's
And
just
they
as long
teach
as
you.
you're comfortable with what you're getting.
Right.
You know, you just work with it.
No, it's a solid, a very, very solid. I hope everybody understand the point because it's a really, really solid point. Because a lot of deals go bad because even though at the moment you might have been satisfied with this, you might put off the first deal just because you want another dollar more. But the truth is sometimes it's better to go through with it, watch the ride,
Right.
and next negotiation you say, all right, I give you one. Let's talk about the second one.
Exactly. And so
You know, because you have your proof right there, so now, and it puts you in a strong negotiation
right, and so
position.
that they can give up stuff and it worth the while.
Yes,
It turned out to bigger stuff.
that's right. So you have to be really shrewd, though.
Yeah, you have to know how to work it.
You have to know your thing.
And a lot of people will see me do a lot. There's a lot of shows I do for charities and give back to people, and then it turned out to be good afterwards. You know, there's a lot of promoters who be like, Macka, we don't care where you want. Say, when you say done with music, me I book you for my show because you were there from day one. You know, so it's just some things like that.
You saw the thing, and the reaping.
I really was plan to retire this year. So.
Retire, go where?
But I have the.
And you hear that? Retire and go where? You mean like retire?
Yeah, like I was really in the retirement mood this year.
Look what Fiona's face. She's not buying any of this. She's not buying any of this. You know that, right? I'm not buying neither. I wouldn't even rent it.
But I'm a
You're ready to
retirement
retire.
plan though.
All right. When you go in past Clarendon, talk to Mike. talk to a certain MP down there, and.
Iceman don't like to hear that either. Or
And with
Kevin
your
and
100 you're
Tamar.
dating.
No, none of these. You know, if we have the Redx family in here, all of them, I see they're looking sad. Everybody, they don't want to hear. They hate when I say it.
They're not looking sad. They're wondering if you win because they know that nothing go so. It can't go so. You have another. As long as you want it to go.
Oh my God!
It's between you and God. They know as long as you want and God enable us to go. Which not take me on. All right. So
I'm not ready yet. We're warm up, same
exactly, exactly. No, but seriously though, talk to me a little bit more about the release because it's still relatively new as far as the wider public is concerned. So talk to me about it. You said it was a little while before you had done a release, and because the changing of the label.
Yeah, labels and stuff like that. So
let's talk about the product itself now.
What
does it feel like? What is the feel? What's the flavor of the thing now?
A whole heap of different type of flavor. You don't know me do my dancehall thing. I have a touch of soca, and then me have the one drops. So I promoted a couple of the dancehall tracks last year with the Cold Foot and the Wine and the You Like It and Overproof. Them songs they shot already on it. So me I try to work on one of the one drop now, which is the love song we introduced a few minutes ago, and I'm trying to really work on it because I want the people to see another side of me. I mean, because every time I try to do a one job, people be like, "Chuma, can I you that?" But because show them say me that.
No, but you see, because the beauty about it, them never say it don't do well. It's like it's like you have to kind of wean them into it, right?
Yeah. But them have to know, so them have to see the versatility. The versatility have to be there, and this song, I think this song is a wonderful song. I've done it. It's not. I've done this song and I've been singing, and everybody around me, all my team members have been saying, my management team and everybody have been saying, Macka, this is a song to run with for the new year off this album, and we're not giving up until this album. If I even shot somewhere, Japan, somewhere, we're getting good feedback on iTunes and all, but a lot of Japanese buying these albums, buying the album and downloading daily. Yeah, so it's a good feedback. So right now I just feel like I'm do something different, try to introduce people to a new Macka where them never really see the side of me.
Right,
it's gonna be very adventurous. The more
because in these days, these times you have to keep on reinventing yourself.
Exactly.
You cannot, as an artist, you can't make it stay up on the shelf till it gets you understand?
That's true.
Even make people cuss you and say, "Well, go on," and then they'll catch up.
True.
It's like you have to be setting the pace and let them catch up. You can't make them get tired of you, else it worries. Because to resurrect it is not.
It's terrible. And
no.
Well,
you've never had that issue. I mean, the fact is that you've been able to kind of stay a little ahead. I mean, sometimes far ahead, that people, have had to kind of move with it to catch the direction you're moving in. That's all.
Yeah. And it has been really rough for me too, also, because I try to stay ahead of it, and then it's like you're in the same circle trying to stay ahead, and it's like they ignore you.
They're not getting it yet.
Yeah, they were ignorant. We're just talking like that's the inside, but the fans do see it. The fans will see it and say, "Macka, you're doing well. They still keep up all these years and stuff like that." But we still have to fight the system. You don't know the system set different,
True.
And they are the ones that make it work harder, because the more they say, they just fight it and keep going, But a lot of people haven't really recognized the good that Macka has done. Even the other day, there was a person in the media that said to me, "But Macka, no for them to really look at you and say you say a bus couple artists." I mean,
yes.
I'm one of the female artists that has done well, but haven't really done a lot of big name artists to have good songs.
Right.
We do a song with Unicorn the other day, Think About Me, and it was,
yes, I remember that one.
The simple stuff like those, and a lot of people would be saying I would have to do it with a big artist, and for it to hit. So I have certain strategy and certain love.
So what do you mean by big artist, though? I mean,
no, like some people don't feel like say you can just do stuff with just somebody who is a nobody and bring them up,
No, but there are people who we don't yet know who would be dying to do something with Macka.
Exactly.
Doing something with Macka. That is the same I'm saying. It's like sometimes we kind of don't play our own.
True.
And we wait until, I don't mean to sound racist, foreign white people stamp it and we say, "Oh, it did good."
Always.
I'm just saying, it's kind of weird.
It's always.
I cuss about that all the time, tired of cussing about it now, that we need to appreciate our own and not necessarily wait until foreigners stamp it to say, because an American say it nice, therefore it's good.
I watch TV people and certain people and talk, actually throw away Cold Foot CD and say it's the first song of the year, and Macka need to go on the drawing board and bravery and whatever and do stuff like that, and I come to see that even white people doing that dance. People up to last night I got a BB
People were dumping it?
Yeah. People were like, "Oh, that's a foolishness," and even up to the end of the year it was not known as a song that has done well, and no charts, no award, nothing. It's like
That's kind of weird.
it doesn't exist in Jamaica. But at the end of the day, people, a guy hit me up last night from New York, and he was like, "Me love how you call for the song. I'm shut the wall up here." I was like, "What are you talking about? That song that Jamaica media says the worst song. I don't even vote it as a song of the year." And he said, "No, man, you're crazy. It's mashing up here." So it's kind of like sometimes things have to go as what you say, and then it comes back.
I don't know, I heard it, I thought it was playful. That's what I heard. I'm like, you know, sometimes you're serious, sometimes you're deep, sometimes you go in a man and woman story, sometimes you go into the history, because hula hoop is a little bit of both. It's a little flirtatious, but still it's based off the history of many of us. The hula hoop being a big part of our lives, and then now it even come back again. It was out there in, you know, in a couple of years ago, and then my own children were into the hula hoop. But still it had a little, you know, man-woman thing under the surface there, which make it exciting too. But I don't know, for me, when they call food, I'm like, oh, but Macka easy. It was to me, it was a playful kind of thing.
I think it's the people that never really knew the slang or knew what it was about. Because the slang is really kind of like a more out of town, a more see the country people that use it. Yeah, it's a country talk.
Well, I don't know, I guess maybe they weren't listening, because I never heard the talk yet, but I get it the same time. Because
but it's really a country talk. It's a country talk. The countrymen use that slang.
You never know. But I got the sense of it based on how the song, and maybe because I watch the video and I hear the thing, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then, like you said, the whole choreography with it get you in the mood.
Right.
And you start, even if you don't understand it, even if it was in Japanese, if something carries a certain vibe, somehow it tends to make you move,
I never get it why it wasn't even a big song to people here, because my mother don't even penetrate me and my music. She's always in the hospital in Canada working nights. She worked nights, and she was like, she called me one morning when she came from work, and she's like, I feel so embarrassed. One of my co-worker was like, "You don't hear your daughter song much not the place. Me want me call food me. What kind of song you singing? What? I didn't even know that." My mother, I mean, it's the first time in my life my mother ever called me about a song. So it was there I was thinking that this song, oh my God, this song is gonna be the biggest thing. And then they do your own people. I'm saying, oh, worst thing.
Say mother call you for say.
Yes, I should never call me about no other song.
So
all the time my career took up.
She have to go to the hospital, go back up cold food?
She was at work, and her friend was like, "Don't hear that song." And when my mother called me and told me about music, she's really hearing stuff. Because she don't try to listen. Yeah. And not like she don't love it, but she don't try to listen. She does know me doing my thing, and she love that and she respect, but she's just doing her thing, you know, and we talk on the phone, and she's just always worried about the people them who beat at me, and then and when she see something in the paper, "You're gonna let them kill you off down there." She's just the word type, you know, that type of person. But when she talk about a song and sound happy and her friend them love it, I mean it's something. And she talk about the book too. She will talk about the book, you know, stuff like that. I love the book, my daughter. And
she's supportive.
Yes.
She's important, yeah.
Yeah, with those stuff, you know.
You mentioned as you mentioned in a moment. Tell me a little bit about your childhood and what you remember. You grew up in Portmore, right?
Yeah, Portmore.
What was Portmore like when you're younger?
Waterford.
No, just said younger, like black.
Well, I'm used to it. I'm used to it now, because I heard how much time as I'm old I need to retire. So I mean, I'm used to that now. So when I want to be younger, older, whatever.
Look at them. Say after me, mature, not old, mature.
Well, they put it that way.
It means you have experience, you have wisdom. That's what it means.
They put it old. So I mean, I'm trying to get another job right now because it's retirement.
Old, right?
Yeah. I need pension.
No. Old is probably like a code word for mad man alive, because
I think so. I think it's bad man. I think it reached that stage because
I know many teenagers who can't move like you.
A lady said that to me.
They said so, and arthritis, I'll take them in their neck back. They can't move.
There was a lady,
and them not even 20.
There was a lady around my age. She saw me up in Aperture, and she pulled me in her store, and I was like, "Oh, what is the lady doing?" And she said, "Listen to me. I have to tell you that sometimes I see on the TV moving, I can't move like that. Girl, I respect you." But I think it's just me that. But growing up in Portmore, my mom we actually come from Towell. My father is from between Copper and Penn, Tower Avenue.
Right.
My father is still there because I don't know him love the ghetto, so he's not really. But my mom was a little country girl, come from St. Ann, meet my father with a whole heap of money, You know, him do music at that time. Still doing music.
Yeah.
Yeah, producer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Music Mountain Days. Produce Gregory Isaac, couple, you know, him and Sly and Robbie Link, stuff like that. And she is.
So the music thing in the family.
Yeah.
Right?
So my mother was on tour, you know, them time working on in my father record shop, and she said, "This man, if the shop them time they 500 whatever money for the day was a whole lot of money." So she said when she sell for the $500 or for the day or pens, I don't know how much I'm called it, whatever she used to say, it was a whole lot of money, and this man never take it from her and just send her home with it. She was always happy. So respect to my father. You know?
Yes.
And she was really scared. She's more like a country girl, so she ended up from Tower Avenue to Cockburn Pen and lived in Cockburn Pen for a couple of years, and decided that she's scared. She's not really that. My mother is the more scared once people say whether do her something or whatever. So we decided to move to Portmore. That's how we decided to move to Portmore. She kind of like saved because she was there working with my father in the record shop, save her money. Progressive woman. And she just saved her money, and then we bought that house, which is at that time, Waterford house was like $9,000. So she decided she would need to pay down on this place and leave.
Yes.
Leaving.
Take care
So
of
at
herself
5,
and her
yeah.
children and so.
Yeah, so at 5 she took me to Waterford in Portmore, and we started paying rent until she got her own
Well,
place.
if you older, because I remember when Portmore was not that developed. That's that was my thing with it, and now Portmore is just so bustling and beer things over there. Yeah.
And we just, I was just there in Portmore. We were in Portmore till, growing up now, I've since after a holy child being through so much brunches and barbecue performing,
Yes.
start the upper community stuff and get upper beaten, because she was like, come send me to shop and hear me a DJ, so me remember.
You never get the one where you say, spit this and you must drive before you come back?
Yeah! I get the one where 3 people run me down and catch me.
Oh, no.
And then I get the beating. Everything like that. And then back in them time, then you have Anthony B in the bus it, but him a match at the place in Portmore. And so every Sunday night we have this stage show at the top of one of